Hey everyone, it's Jeff here from iDeck for another I Love Data Fridays short edition. And today we're just going to talk briefly about changes to the student subgroup impact on-demand report. So if you watched our I Love Data Fridays back from August, you will remember that we previewed or debuted a new on-demand report, our student subgroup impact report. Since that debut, I've gotten feedback from teacher leaders on some changes that they would like to see, and we have just posted these changes. So let me flip over to the website and let's talk a little data about it. All right, just a quick overview to get to our on-demand reports. The first thing we're doing is we're going to click on the Reports tab, and then we'll click on the On-Demand Reports sub-tab, and when we do that, this will open a new tab where we can select our on-demand reports. Okay, to get to our student subgroup impact report, we just click on the drop-down list and we will go down to the second to last item in the report there. So we click on that. And instead of comparing the differences between the first version and the second version of the report, I'm just going to go ahead and explain the newer version of the report. So you will see at the top the name of your site here at the top. It's just blurred out on the screen right now. There is one page for each school district that is in your site. So in this example, you'll see that we have that we're on page 1 of 2. So there are 2 school districts in this site. So to get to the next school district, we just click on the next button to go to the next page. You will see the name of the school district right here in this row. Once again, it's just blurred out. And then we are showing data for reading recovery students. So you'll see a section here that says reading recovery. If the school district had tested not instructed students, you will see a section at the bottom that says tested not instructed, and you will see data for tested not instructed students. Now, one of the differences that people wanted was first they wanted to actually have the scores broken out instead of entry, exit, and year end. They wanted the scores to be shown by fall, mid-year, and year end. So you'll see some new columns for text level and the total score, fall, mid-year, and year end columns. And then we added under the reading recovery data, we added some new subgroups of students. So you will see a subgroup for first round discontinued students, if you have first round discontinued students, a subgroup for your first round recommended students, and then another subgroup for second round discontinued. And if you happen to have enough time to get second round recommended, you'll see another row for second round recommended students as well. So the data is being broken out by or disaggregated by round, and then for each round and category of recommended or discontinued, you will see different subgroups of students. So potentially you will see African American, ELL students, free and reduced lunch students, and Hispanic students if they're there. So there'll be one row for each of these different subgroup categories. And then for each row, we show how many students fell into that category, what percentage of the total population they represented, and then, like I said, their fall, mid-year, and year-end text level, and their fall, mid-year, and year-end total score. So, for example, in this site, we're going to look at ELL children, or English language learners. In the first round, we had 9 ELL students that were first-round discontinued students, and it represented 7.6% of the population. They came into reading recovery in the fall with a text level of 0.7, just below 1. And mid-year, they had an average of 13.6, and by the end of the school year, they had an average of 18. And then we see averages for the total score. If we look at first round recommended, we can see that we had 29 students that were recommended in the first round, which represented 24.6% of all students served in reading recovery. And they came in with a text reading level of an average of 0.3. By mid-year, they exited with a text level of 5.6. And at the end of the school year, they were still at about a text level of 7.3. And then you can also see their fall, mid-year, and year-end OS total score. So there you go, just some design changes to our student subgroup impact report. These changes were suggested by you, teacher leaders. So I just want you to know IDEC's always open to hear of your ideas. All right, folks, let me change some slides over here. And we will say, hey, thank you for listening to this I Love Data Friday short. And we will talk data to you later.